Hey there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of January 2023, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Scorpio, please remember, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do so is in the description box below. Okay. Interesting. Also, Scorpio, as you can tell, this is not my usual setup. I am traveling and therefore don't have my usual setup, which is why this glare on this card right here is driving me nuts. But I hope it's not too visually frustrating for you guys. Okay, Scorpio. So the main energy for your reading this month is the Knight of Swords. Definitely a go-getter, let's do this, let's make this happen type of energy. You usually have this energy, but it feels like it's kind of on overdrive this month, where that is the main emphasis for your energy, for what you're going to be focusing on this month. So we'll see exactly what you plan on going and getting. What are you going to try to make happen? In the recent past, you get the Three of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Death. That is your card. You are the Death card in tarot, so you're showing up in your power here in the recent past. It's difficult, though. There's something here where there's another energy involved. Things are hard. It's like you're building something, you're working on something, you're trying to kind of test the water with this other person, but it's not easy for you, and you're kind of a little bit surprised by it because you're like, I know what I bring to the table. Why is this not flowing smoothly? Why is this energy kind of like pushing a boulder uphill? Like, it's not smooth, and we'll see why this is. In the current situation, you get the Lovers, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. It seems like there is a love connection for you. There is somebody which is your divine connection, your soul connection, somebody that you feel like it's not just you and them here in the 3D world. It's like your soul and their soul is connected. Things with you and this person were working out, but there's an energy here of you like losing it, missing out on it. I'm not really sure what this energy is, but it's kind of like whoever you were dealing with in the recent past is not who you're dealing with in the current situation. It's almost like you're dealing with two people. Now, again, I say you because this is your reading. This could very well be your person's energy, somebody you're connected to, so take the energies as they resonate. In the near future, you get the King of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Fool. You're communicating with someone. The intent behind this communication for you is to essentially wipe the slate clean, wave this magic wand, erase difficult energies, and start from scratch. Start from a very, very positive new beginning. But your energy behind this communication is very, very calculated. It's almost like if I were to sit you down and be like, Scorpio, let's have a heart-to-heart, but I'm not speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from my mind, almost as if I've rehearsed this script before, almost as if I've like sat down and wrote out and really strategically planned out what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. The communication, the desire behind your communication here is to start from scratch, is to like, you know, wipe the slate clean, but your heart's not in it. You're not coming at this from an emotional perspective, and I'm not really sure why. Let's see. Let's take a look. I'll start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Hermit. Deep down, you know that you have everything you need to take care of yourself. You're like, I can take care of myself. You're fine being by yourself too. It's not like you need other people. It's not like you need people to keep you company for you to feel content, emotionally balanced, emotionally stable. You're like, hey, I can take care of myself. I know what I bring to the table. I'm comfortable sitting here alone. Like, it's not a big deal. For some reason, a lot of the actions surrounding your energy this month, and again, we'll see why when we clarify, is focused on, I can take care of myself. I can give myself my own emotional fulfillment. Like, deep down, I got everything that I need. You're very emotionally balanced and emotionally stable, but I don't know why that ties up to some action that you seem to want to take this month. So let's see. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see the Three of Pentacles for you. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Hangman, the Devil, the Five of Cups. You can't seem to get over the past. You and somebody else are interacting. You're engaging. Now, this could be friends. This could be an ex. This could be a partner. I don't know who this is. You're showing me like I'm stuck in the past, and it's not a super positive past. It's almost like the past, you're friends with this person, you're hanging out, you're engaging with them, but it's like the past, whatever happened between you and them in the past, it's almost like it's got a grip on you and you can't shake it. You can't let go of it. Something about the interaction, every time you engage, every time you interact with this person, the past comes up, the past comes up. You don't want it to, but it's almost like it's this little like a gnat that just won't go away, and you just can't seem to shake it. Now, again, I don't know what happened between you and this person in the past. This has to do with a soul connection, somebody that you've dealt with, that you do have history with. So this isn't just somebody you just met and like, you know, something happened an hour ago. This is somebody you've got history with, you've got memories with them, and the past is just literally, it's got its claws in you. You can't seem to shake it. And you're kind of stuck on that for some reason. Let's take a look at the strength for you in the recent past. Strength is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. It's hard for you. It's hard for you because you keep telling yourself, I'm done with this, I've walked away. Okay, but no, maybe not. You're holding on to the past. You're the one holding on to the past. The past has a hold on you, but you're also, it's like if this is the past, right, where it's like, hey, Scorpio, I've got my grips on you, you're holding it right back. It's like you guys are holding hands, and neither of you, like, you don't want to be holding its hand, but you are. You're holding on to the past as well. Part of you is telling yourself, your mind, your ego, whatever you want to call it, is telling yourself, no, I've walked away. I've released the past. I'm over it. I've moved on. But you haven't really, because, again, you're still holding on to the past as well. It's almost like, let's say, I don't even know how to use this example. Let's say this is you, this is your past. The past is gripping onto you, and you're like, ew, let go. But you're grabbing onto it. You're like, no, let go, but you're still holding on as well. You don't want to be holding on, but you are. And I feel like you're telling yourself, at least in the recent past here, no, I'm not. I'm over it. I've let it go. I'm done with it. I've walked away. You have, but not fully. Let's take a look at the Death in the recent past for you. The Death is clarified by the Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the past that you're holding on to is a connection, is a bond. It's somebody that you viewed as like, that's my person. That's the person for me. You and this person ended, right? The romantic aspect between you two at least ended. And the relationship between you two ended. It ended in the 3D world. It ended energetically as well. You still haven't let it go though. The bond that you putting this person almost on like a pedestal, like that's my person, that's the person for me, I'll never find anybody else that's as amazing. That's what you haven't let go of. That's the past, which is holding on to you. It's the memories, it's all of that, but you're also holding on to it because you don't want to let it go. You're not at the point, at least in the recent past, you're not at the point yet where you're ready to put it to bed. You're trying to. I can see you trying to, and you kind of are, but not fully. You're still holding on a little bit. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see what the Lovers is for you in the current situation. Interesting. Let me just sip my tea. Sorry about all the noise, guys. Like I said, I'm traveling, so I hope it's not too distracting. Lovers is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Universe, and the Ten of Wands. It's hard for you to accept the fact that it is over between you two. Because again, this was a divine connection you shared with this person. This was a soul connection. Like, this connection was somebody very significant for you. In the current situation, like, deep down, you know it's done. In the 3D world, you guys said it's done. It's hard for you, for your mind, though, to accept this connection is done. It's almost like you're refusing to accept the fact, like, this soul connection between me and this person, at least for now, is over, right? You're literally refusing to see that. And honestly, Scorpio, you're just making things harder for yourself by refusing to accept this fact. And I know you don't want to hear that. And again, if this doesn't resonate for you, this may not be your reading, or this may be your person's energy. But Somebody here in the current situation, and I do feel like it's you, is just refusing to see like, okay, the love is done. This connection is done for now. It could be that you guys are still friends. It could be that, you know, you guys are still in touch with each other, but the romantic aspect of it, at least for now, it's done. And by refusing to accept that fact, you're just making it harder for yourself. Let's take a look at the Six of Wands in the current situation for you, Scorpio. Six of Wands is clarified by the Fool, which you get again in the near future, the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. You do want to wipe the slate. You do want to let go of this person. You're not holding on to them and like, oh, I hope we get back together or anything like that. There's none of that for you. It's not like you're like longing for, oh, I want us to come back together. It's just the emotional part is still there for you. And you're showing me like you are successfully going through the steps slowly to be able to move on, to be able to wipe the slate clean, to start over from scratch and have a new beginning for yourself. Like literally, new year, new Scorpio type thing. But it's small steps. And the small steps, the slow movement is what's stressing you out here. You want this to happen like yesterday. You don't want to wait. You don't want to have to keep dealing with this like this energy, right? You want to just release it and let go. But you trying to like expedite it, right? And be like, okay, I'm done. You're not done. Just be patient with yourself. I know that the slow movement here is what's annoying you. It's what's frustrating you. But you can't speed up divine timing. And that's what's stressing you out, is how long this is taking. How long am I going to be in this energy? A little bit longer, Scorpio. A little bit longer. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Following this loss of this connection, following the loss of this very important person for you, right? You are having a new beginning. Remember how I said you're kind of freaking out about how long is it going to take? You're right there. And in the current situation, before we even get to the near future, you're putting yourself first. You are the King of Cups. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're prioritizing yourself. You're essentially starting over right here in the 3D world. You're like, new year, new Scorpio. And you're focusing on yourself. You're prioritizing yourself, your needs, your emotional stability, what you want, how you feel. And that's the energy that you're stepping into. That, remember how I said there's some action being taken in the current situation to really, really prioritize yourself and give yourself everything that you need? That's the action. That's what you're focusing on in the current situation. Realizing that this is over, starting from scratch and having a new beginning, and literally just like leveling up. This has been a common theme from all the water signs so far that I've done readings for. Leveling up, new beginning, new me. It's not necessarily a new me. It's just like a new version of myself, a optimized one, like a fresh version of you. One that focuses on your needs and your stability. And it's really a beautiful energy. But it all came about as a result of this ending, of this loss, for what happened in the recent past. Let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what the King of Swords is for you in the near future. King of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Lovers, which you got in the same row in the current situation, and the Moon. Logically, right? Logically, you are already over this. Emotionally, you're still stuck on this connection. You don't see that eventually you're going to get past this. It's like in the current situation, you are releasing this, you are starting over, but there's still a little bit which is still kind of like left behind. In the near future, though, you don't see that this connection, you're going to land on top here. You're going to be able to land on 2 feet. You'll be fine. Logically, you know that's going to happen. Emotionally, you still don't feel it. It's taking a little bit for your emotions in the near future to catch up with your brain. Your brain is telling you, Scorpio, you got this. Just keep trusting the process. You've already entered this new energy. You know this is a new beginning for you. That's your brain. Emotionally, though, you're still a little bit hung up on this connection, and it's going to take your emotions a little bit of time to catch up with your mind and for them to both be on the same page. Let's see what the Eight of Wands here is in the near future for you. Eight of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading, the Five of Pentacles, which you get in the current situation, and the Magician. You do want to communicate with this person about your feelings, about the energy of loss, about the fact that this connection is not in your life anymore. The desire is there. You do, like, you've kind of gotten over it, but for some reason there's a lack of closure here. There's a lack of, I guess it's either understanding, is this fully over? Are we fully done? Or is this just a temporary loss? There's something here about you really wanting to talk, right, about this ending, this loss that you're experiencing in the current situation. That's your desire in the near future. However, because you have the Magician, it's telling me that this is a desire and not necessarily something that you're ready to take action on. You want this. You yearn for it. You're manifesting it happening. I don't feel like you're quite at the place to make it happen, to have that conversation quite yet. Possibly with the other person, possibly even to have an honest conversation with yourself surrounding this whole energy of a loss that you've experienced. Let's take a look at the Fool for you in the near future. The Fool is clarified by the Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. Yeah, you have started over, Scorpio. You're at a much better place than you were in the current situation. However, you're still at the point where there's a little bit of emotional pain still lingering. It will take some time. It's not a matter of if you'll ever get rid of this pain. You will get over this heartbreak that you're still carrying. It's just a matter of when. Be patient with yourself. But what you're doing is you're almost shutting the door to that. You're kind of like, oh, I have this little bit of pain. Let me just box it up and pretend like it's not there. Let me shut off my emotions. Let me ignore them completely. The pain is not going to go away just because you don't want to look at it. But it seems like in the near future, it's like you've worked through, let's say, 80% of the pain. There's still a 20% that's kind of like lingering, right? The real tender bits. And you're kind of like, this is taking too long. Let's close the book on this. Let me just shut off my emotions, pretend like I don't feel this. Because this new beginning, I've started over. I'm a new person, new Scorpio, new me. Yay. The pain is not going to go away just because you ignore it. But it seems like in the near future, it's taking too long for it to kind of go away and get processed. And you're losing your patience a little bit with your own healing journey. Okay, let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Scorpio. From the universe, you get the Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, Three of Wands. Yeah, you're stressing out about how long this is taking. You're like, look, I walked away from this connection, or this connection left me, whatever. I've turned my back on this. I'm moving in a better direction. I'm moving towards a much more, calm energy, balanced energy, one that's focused on myself, on my emotional stability. Why is this taking so long? It's stressing you out, the fact that it's taking longer than you want it to take. And I'm here to remind you, Scorpio, divine timing is at play. You can't expedite the process. You can't floor it and expect the universe to just be like, oh, Scorpio wants it to happen tomorrow. Okay, it's going to happen tomorrow. It's kind of like, the way you can think about it is like if you broke a bone, right? You know that it takes 2 months, 3 months, however long for a bone to heal. You wouldn't get upset or frustrated or stressed out about the fact that your bone is not healing overnight. It's that kind of energy, but you're not giving yourself the same patience and the same understanding when it comes to healing your broken emotional bone. So I know, ridiculous example, but you get what I'm saying. Anywho, Scorpio, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading resonated and gave you clarity. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.